present Summertown High School basketball. Good evening, this is Charlie Mabry along with Eddie Stedman, Eddie Talley, and Brian Long bringing you Summertown High School basketball. Tonight's game with the Columbia Academy Bulldogs is brought to you by Scott's Grocery of Summertown, Pine Knoll Landscaping, D&D Grocery of Center, Community Bank and Trust, Marshall's Grocery of Etheridge, Splash Pools and Bypass Pools of Lawrenceburg and Columbia, and the Sports Attic in Lawrenceburg. These sponsors hope you enjoy tonight's basketball game. Marshall's Grocery, located on Highway 43 in Etheridge, has everything a general store can provide. We have full-service gas, K1 kerosene, a full range of groceries, a gift shop, and a game room. We offer movies for 99 cents each, and we have the best homemade sandwiches in town. Marshall's Grocery is open 6 to 8 p.m. 6 days a week. So come on by and come enjoy, know how you enjoyed the Summertown High School basketball on Channel 10.
Well, it's basketball time here in Summertown, Tennessee once again as the Columbia Academy Bulldogs invade the Summertown High School Gymnasium for a district Region 6A matchup. Columbia Academy girls bring a record of 1-13 into the lineup into the ball game tonight. They're averaging 39.6 points on offense and 59.7 points on defense. They're in a rebuilding year with the loss of several seniors on last year's squad. They'll be led this year by number 14. Keep your eye on her. Her name is Jill Anderson. She'll be doing the point guard position. She likes to put that three-pointer up. If she gets high, she can't light it up for Columbia Academy. Summertown, on the other hand, will be bringing in a 7-8 record, averaging 54.6 points on offense and 57.3 points on defense. And as usual, when you bring up the Summertown Eagles, you have to think about Shelly Curtis, and she is on another good year for her this year. She's averaging in double figures, as well as Vanessa Bailey. So look for those two to start tonight, although lately, Brian, we've seen some other players come on and contribute for Summertown.
You know, we have, Ed, as late Leanne Corbin has really been playing well, picking up her game, and Gina Skinner off the bench, backing up Bailey and Corbin, and Carissa Miller really been shooting the ball well as here of late.
It seems that the Summertown Eaglettes have formed some Summertown High School gymnasium magic. When you get them here on this home floor, they really put forth a different kind of effort, really. Well, they pulled an upset on Perry County and played Collinwood very close in their last two ball games. And Columbia Academy will be in for a big hustling lineup tonight, possibly.
Yeah, I look for it to be a lot different story than it was up there. If I remember right, we only won by 5, but I look for the girls to make a lot stronger showing tonight.
What kind of game do you foresee, Brian? What's Summertown going to try to do with this Columbia Academy team?
I think Summertown's going to try to come out and establish their inside power game. Vanessa Bailey and Leanne Corbin are by far a lot stronger than anybody Columbia Academy has playing, and I just feel Summertown's going to try to utilize that advantage.
Counteract that, well, I expect that Columbia Academy will probably open up in a zone and just try to slow the game down. They don't really have the athletes that Summertown has this year. Summertown a little more experienced ball club, so it'd be according who can set the tempo. And Summertown's running in power game against Columbia Academy's slow down offense.
Summertown High School Band, our national anthem. time for the starting lineup for the Columbia Academy Bulldogs. They bring a 1-13 record into the ball game. This was a moment of silence for our troops in the Middle East. Now the starting lineup for the Columbia Academy Bulldogs. Number 11, Helen Robinson. Number 13, Stephanie Robinson. Number 23, Jeannie Stewart. Number 33, Rachel Grimes.
The lights are going down, and the spotlight will come on as the Summertown Eaglettes are introduced, and 00 is Amy Blackwood. Number 23 is Shelley Curtis. Number 33, Carissa Miller. Number 44 is Vanessa Bailey. And number 55 is Leanne Corbin.
The field starter for the Columbia Academy Bulldogs will be number 14, Jill Anderson. PA announcer failed to announce her name. Our officials tonight are Mr. Danny Green and Chris Frierson, a couple of Mount Pleasant boys, so they should be neutral. They're halfway between Columbia and Summertown. We should see a good ball game tonight. Summertown girls off a strong game from Collingwood last week. Columbia Academy has Helen Robinson, Stephanie Robinson, Jill Anderson, Jeannie Stewart, and Rachel Grimes. Summertown sends out normal starting lineup: Leanne Corbin, Carissa Miller, Amy Blackwood, Shelley Curtis, and jumping center will be Vanessa Bailey. Bailey and Robinson. Chris Frierson up to the ball, and the ball game starts over to Curtis. Over on the right wing of Blackwood, driving the baseline, puts up a two-footer. It's no good. Ball comes off, and we have a foul. Amy Blackwood on the back, one of the Columbia Academy girls.
Summertown's opening up and looks like a full-court zone pressure, a 2-2-1. They're trying to get a game and force Columbia Academy into some turnovers, trying to get it up and down, as we said in the pregame show, and try to utilize their speed and power against this younger, inexperienced Columbia Academy team.
Grimes has the ball stolen to Curtis. She's 1-on-2. Over to Blackwood. It's no good. Ball comes off to Bailey. Bailey puts up a 5-footer. And that's what's on the board. Columbia Academy having problems getting her across the 10-second line. Ball's tipped again.
Coach Odom seems to learn something after the performance at Columbia Academy up there. She realized that the Columbia Academy really doesn't have a lot of ball handlers, and coming right out and trying to increase her pressure on it right away.
I feel like it's a real good move on Summertown's part here, as you said, Ed, to force them into some turnovers. They haven't shown they can handle the ball real well as of yet.
Jill Anderson bombs a 30-footer. Rebounds long, no good. I talked to Coach Odom just before tip-off. She said they were inspired tonight. They were ready to play ball, and if they played aggressive like they have the last couple of ball games, they'd be all right. Ball on the right wing to Robinson, in the low post to Stewart. Anderson picks her up, played no good. Carissa Miller brings the ball off for the Summertown girls. Blackwood on working left wing. Shot goes up, comes off the board. Robinson working the left side, looks like going to run. It's 3-on-2 in the middle. Stewart, back to Grimes. Rachel Grimes records the first C8 points, 2-2. 6:18 remaining first period.
Columbia Academy surprisingly opening up in the press. We thought they'd drop back in a zone there.
They're playing man-to-man. Curtis puts up a 10-foot jump, no good, comes off the Grimes. Stolen by Blackwood, puts up a 5-footer, it's no good. Ball batted around, Bailey picks her up. 10-foot jump, it's no good. Leanne comes down with it, tries her luck. Give her two.
Summertown showing the power advantage they have on the board. It's Bailey, Blackwood, Curtis, and finally Corbin all got an offensive rebound on that possession.
Robinson, 18-foot set. Nothing but net. 4-4, 5.5 minutes, first period. Curtis on the run, goes all the way, puts up a 5-foot jump. They have an offensive foul. Get to be commonplace.
Kelly's an aggressive ball player. She often takes the ball strong to the basket and draws the foul. That time the Columbia Academy girl, Rachel Grimes, got over there and planted her feet in position. Danny Green right there for the call.
Full-court press brought about a double dribble floor mistake. That's what they're after. Blackwood brings the ball into Curtis, working the back court. Guarded closely by Helen Robinson. Jill Anderson.
Columbia Academy in this man-to-man should be playing right into Summertown's hands with all the size we've got inside, but we just can't seem to make the pass to get the ball there.
Jill Anderson coming down the left side. Bad pass, intercepted by Curtis. Coming back the other way. High post Corbin, and she's fouled by number 23, Jenny Stewart. Columbia Academy's first personal. Stewart's first. Pretty hard fall. That's straight on her face that time. I believe kind of winded her.
I believe it also turned her ankle or something. She's limping around out there, and you normally don't limp just because you get the wind knocked out of you. Looks like number 31, the freshman, Gina Skinner, is going to come in and replace Leanne Corbin.
Summertown set the inbound underneath their own basket out to Curtis. Back over to Miller. Curtis, a 20-foot set. It's no good. Ball comes off. Give it to Summertown. And the Blackwood over to Curtis. Bailey in the low post. We have a blocking foul on number 23. That's Jenny Stewart. Picks up her second personal, second team foul.
Number 54, Wendy Collins, is checked in for Jenny Stewart in the Columbia Academy lineup. Jenny goes to the bench with 2 early fouls in the first quarter.
Jenny Skinner puts a 5-foot turnaround. Intercepted by Blackwood over to Miller. Miller takes a 10-foot jump. Give it to
This Columbia Academy team really has shown some improvement. They've got a lot more quickness and spunk about them than what they had earlier in the year. Give good coaching credit up there.
This is the first-year coach this year. Columbia Academy has 2 first-year coaches this year in their rebuilding year. Miller puts up a 5-foot jump. It's no good. Ball comes off Skinner. Skinner's tied up. And give it to Columbia Academy. Alternating possessions. Ball goes over to Robinson, back in the corner to Helen Robinson. Give her a 10-foot jump. 8-6. Summertown with a 2-point lead with 3:28 remaining in the first period.
Both teams really struggling at this point to even establish any kind of tempo, slow or fast. Neither team can seem to get it going at this point.
Timeout on the floor. 3:28 remaining first period. Summertown 8. Columbia Academy 6. Pine Knoll Landscape in Summertown. Larry McCrory, the owner, features all type of residential and commercial landscaping and yard work. We'll plant any type shrub or tree or do any type yard work. Pine Knoll features grass seeding of any kind. Larry greatly appreciates your business. So for a free estimate of any type yard work, call Larry McCrory 964-3514. Plays back in. Helen Robinson puts up a 5-foot jump. It's in and out, no good. And Vanessa brings the ball off the board with a hard rebound. Vanessa Miller working the point for the Summertown girls. Over on the right wing, Curtis. Back over to Blackwood. Low post, Bailey. And we have traveling. Well, Jill Anderson back into the ball game for the Columbia Academy girls, replacing Stephanie Robinson. Jill Anderson bringing the ball across the 10-second line, working over to the left side. Summertown into man-to-man into the low post of Collins, and Wendy Collins takes steps. Columbia Academy brings the ball in. Summertown brings the ball in up court. And the low post of Skinner. Skinner puts her up and in, and she's fouled.
Good play that time with Summertown, recognizing Skinner wide open underneath the goal down there as they broke the pressure, and Gina took it strong to the basket. And that's what you got to do against that press. They loosen it up.
That's 4 points for Gina on the night so far, and Wendy Collins picks up her first personal, which will be the third team foul. And Gina Skinner goes to the line for the first free throw of the night. It bounces good.
Might want to comment, Charlie, that Leanne Corbin has went ahead and went to the dressing room. We don't know what kind of problem she's got at this point, but we'll try to relay it on if we get any information.
Seems she might have had an ankle problem. Looks kind of like she might have cracked an ankle. Number 34, Mary Robinson puts up a set shot. Give her 2. 11-8, 2:25 in the quarter. Shelley Curtis left wing to Miller. Cut off out there by Anderson. Over on the high post to Bailey. Bailey puts up a 10-foot turnaround. No good. Curtis brings the ball off the floor looking for somebody. She finds an outlet to Bailey.
Columbia Academy doing a real good job in this man-to-man defense. They're really getting down and playing nose-to-nose on the ball.
Shelley Curtis, 10-foot running jump. Give her 2.
It's definitely a change from what we've seen up Columbia Academy, where they basically sat back in a zone most of the night, and Summertown just kind of was lulled to sleep. But they really had to come out and play against these girls tonight.
They've really caught Summertown off guard at this point, because we're just totally out of sync on the offensive end right now.
Back to Jill Anderson. We have a 3-second violation on the Columbia Academy. Stephanie Robinson back in for the Bulldogs. We'll give Helen Robinson a breather. They're still in their full court press. Now Summertown passed her across that time to Blackwood, driving all the way baseline, puts up a 5-foot jump, then she's fouled. Laura Stevens picks up her first personal foul. This is a slow action, slow pace game so far with 1:22 remaining in the quarter.
It's extremely slow pace considering both teams are pressing and trying to get into a running game. Neither one, like Brian said, can really get in sync in their offensive sets thus far.
Amy Blackwood at the line for 2. The first one bounces, no good. Second one's up, bottom. All 6 Summertown girls are in the scoring column in the first quarter. 14-8 with 1:15 remaining in the period. Jill Anderson working the baseline, throws one up, it's no good. Ball tapped out of bounds by Summertown. Give it to the Bulldogs. Anderson in to Robinson. Robinson working 25 feet out. Back on the left side of Stephanie Robinson. Better watch Jill out there. She'll bomb one up on the high post to Stewart. Puts one up, no good, and Vanessa Bailey brings the ball off the board. Curtis running to Blackwood. She's cut off on the low post. Skinner drops the ball. Picked up by Columbia Academy. Mary Robinson running. We have steps. Richie Pickens is not afraid to use his bench. He's used almost everyone so far. Miller running the left side. Lays her up uncontested. 4 points for Carissa in his first period. 16-8 with 30 seconds. Jill Anderson over to Rachel Grimes. In the corner to Robinson. Back to Jill Anderson to Robinson. They can't find anybody on the low post. Laura Stevens puts one up. Shelly Curtis brings the ball out of the corner. Over to Miller. 10 seconds. 9. On the run. Going to go all the way. Takes a 10-foot jump. Carissa has 6. And as the first quarter comes to an end, Summertown 18, Columbia Academy 8. If you have a need for sporting equipment or sporting apparel, Linda Lloyd invites you to come by the Sports Attic, located at 319 Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg. The Sports Attic has all the football, baseball, basketball, or soccer equipment you can ever expect to need. We have caps, sweatshirts, jackets, or uniforms, and we'll monogram anything. You design it, we'll monogram it. So for any sporting need, come to the Sports Attic or phone 762-1281. Go by the Sports Attic and let them know that you viewed Summertown High School basketball on Channel 10. Second period, Summertown as usual brings the ball in to start the second period over to Amy Blackwood. What's the rundown on the scoring, Eddie?
For Summertown in the first quarter, Leanne Corbin with 2, Shelly Curtis 2, Vanessa Bailey 2, Amy Blackwood 1, Gina Skinner 5, and Carissa Miller 6. While for Columbia Academy, Helen Robinson had 4, Rachel Grimes 2, and Mary Robinson 2.
Gina Skinner just put up about a 10-foot jump, which was good, and she was fouled. 20-8. Free throw wrong. Coming in the corner, jump ball. We're going to give her to CA. Jenny Stewart reports back in. Going to give Laura Stevens a little breather. He's playing 8 and 9 girls so far. Guess he's trying to find his combination, see what he can come up with.
I think it's also a good move on his part that since he's in the rebuilding year here and in his first year coach, he's trying to get all of them as much playing time as possible in order next year to come out with a big experienced lineup, as most of these girls are young and underclass.
Jill Anderson just put one up for 2 into the low post to Bailey. Vanessa lays one up and in. 4 points for Vanessa. 22-10. 7-13. Ball stolen by Blackwood. She's 1 on 5. What's she going to do? Loses the ball out of bounds.
Summertown's starting to establish the lane now. Most of our points have been coming from inside. Carissa scored 6, but most of her points have even been in close too.
Also on the defensive end, Summertown has went to a 1-2-2 zone, which keeps the big girls underneath the basket, and they're able to rebound more like that. That's really been a turn point of the game. That happened right after Coach Odom called the timeout, so good coaching move on her part.
Shelly Curtis bombed about a 25-footer, and it was good for 3. Now CA back trying to find an open shot. Can't get an open shot. Anderson drives the lane, puts up a runner-gunner, no good. Vanessa Bailey brings the ball off the board, but she's guilty of a foul. She's on the back. Vanessa's first personal, team third. Alicia Benefield's checking in for Amy Blackwood for the Summertown girls. 6:35 remaining in the first half, 25-10. Over on the high post, Grimes puts one up, it's no good, and Vanessa brings another one down. How many already?
It's 5 rebounds so far on the night, Charlie.
5 rebounds in 10 minutes. That's not bad. Miller on the low post to Skinner. Skinner puts one up, no good. Ball comes off, bad around. Miller picks it up, lays one up. She's traveling. Johnny on the spot again.
Well, she came up with a loose ball again right there, Charlie. Vanessa, she's been a hard worker all year. You won't see her quit too many times out there on the floor.
Vanessa has her sights set on higher things than high school basketball for the future. Her intentions are to get her a college education with basketball, which is a good idea.
Well, she's playing like it so far in her first 2 seasons here.
That could be a $40,000, $50,000 investment just for playing basketball, the way prices are today. Miller set up out 30 feet out over Benefield. Takes an 18-foot jump. We're just going to give her 2. I guess we'd call that a set shot. That far out, about 18 feet. 27-10. Jill Anderson working out front, guarded closely by Benefield. Helen Robinson working down the left side. Stephanie Robinson back to Jill Anderson, puts one up, it's no good. Gina Skinner brings one off the board. Miller working out front. Benefield into the low post to Skinner. Skinner has the ball, loses the ball out of bounds. Wendy Collins and Mary Robinson come back in. Columbia Academy has almost as many Robinsons as we have Jasons. I see 3 here. And they're all playing.
They all kind of favor each other out there. I guess they're all in the same family from that respect.
Probably so. Skinner brings another one off the board. Going Summertown way. 4.5 minutes remain first half. Summertown 27, Columbia Academy 10. Bailey puts up a 5-foot jump, no good. Skinner brings her off the board, flies straight up in the air. Columbia Academy brings the ball off, and Gina picks up her first personal foul out of frustration.
Well, she got bumped that time on her shot and then went in to make amends for it, I guess. A freshman mistake, as we could say.
Well, the ball went about 20 feet straight up from her hand, so she either lost control or got her tapped or something. Columbia Academy brings her back across. Over on the low post. No shot there. Working her back around. Intercepted by Curtis over to Benefield. She's going to hold up on the right side. Catch Curtis coming across the middle. 20-foot set. Give her 3 more. She has one spot out there. She's in that spot. She's going to get nothing but net.
Give her a step, and she's deadly from that 3-point range. One of the better 3-point shooters in girls basketball in the region.
Columbia Academy puts one up. Alternating possessions. Summertown put the ball in play. 3:40 at 30-10. Columbia Academy's on the score 2 points this quarter. Benefield into Skinner. Skinner makes a power move to the basket and records her 9th point.
It's a good pass that time from Alicia Benefield. She broke the pressure and found a wide open Skinner. Timeout on the floor with 3:25 remaining. Score 32-10 in favor of Summertown.
George and Kim Scott offer a full line of everyday groceries. BP brand gas, cigarettes, and tobacco. We make sandwiches of all types. We specialize in pizza. We make pizza in a variety of combinations. You can call ahead or order while you wait. That's Scott's Grocery, 964-2306, located on Highway 20 in Summertown. Let George and Kim know if you're viewing Summertown High School basketball on Channel 10. Time's back in. Jill Anderson brings the ball across 10-second line, driving all the way. She's cut off over Stewart. Cut off. Robinson puts up an 18-footer. We'll give Stephanie 2. The feet was on the line. Curtis all the way to Bailey. Bailey lays one up. ball movement.
Great pass that time by Shelley, who spotted Vanessa streaking down lane. Give credit to Vanessa, too, and getting to the right spot down there. If you get to that spot, the ball handler's job to get it to you, and she put the ball in the basket afterwards.
Columbia Academy set the inbound, looking for somebody. We find Mary Robinson, tapped out for Bailey. Stephanie Robinson finds Stewart back over to Jill Anderson. Working 25 feet out on a low post to Collins. Wendy Collins puts one up, gets her first 2 points. Timeout must have helped them a little. They come out with 4 quick points. 34-14. On the low post to Skinner. Skinner's a little short. Columbia Academy comes out with the ball, and Dina Skinner ties up. This time, CA Bulldogs will bring the ball in.
Number 00, Amy Blackwood. Number 10, Bridget Davenport make their appearance into the ball game.
Jill Anderson working outside, funnels the ball, brings her back. Robinson. Mary trying to find somebody, but she finds Helen Robinson. Tapped out by Bailey. Rachel Grimes reporting back in. Summertown girls are gradually pushing the CA girls out. Every pass they make, they're a step further away from basket, seems like.
Well, they have really no low post threat down there to make Summertown stay down in there. So Summertown just extending that zone out. As you see Vanessa already 15 feet away from the basket. They really just don't have anything to command any respect. Although they do show some good touch from the outside.
Helen Robinson puts one up and in. 6 consecutive points for the Columbia Academy girls. It's 34-16.
There's that spot again, Charlie. 3-pointer by Shelley Curtis.
It's 3 3-pointers to go along with a deuce and 11 points.
The 5th assist for Amy Blackwood on the night on the pass there.
Ball stolen by Davenport. 1-on-1, lays her up. It's off, no good. And we have a foul on the rebound. It's on number 33, Rachel Grimes. No, it's on 00. Amy Blackwood picks up her second personal. CA goes to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Jill Anderson will be at the line shooting the 1-and-1. Does our press guide show what grade these girls are in?
No, it didn't list what grade they're in, Charlie. They look awful young out there, though.
Anderson makes both ends of the 1-and-1. Ball stolen by Collins. CA on the run. Mary Robinson cut off 35 feet out. Has to find somebody. Helen Robinson puts up a 3. They're going to give her a 3.
These girls can really let it go from outside. If you give them a step, they're not able to really beat you off the dribble, but you give them a step and they let it go.
That's 9 points for Helen Robinson. We have a foul away from the ball. I believe we have an illegal screen on Vanessa Bailey, looks like. Vanessa picks up her second personal. CA goes to the line to shoot the 1-and-1 as Jackie Garland reports in for the Summertown girls.
Jackie's going to come in as Amy Blackwood's going to go to the bench with 2 fouls, and with only 58 seconds to go in the half, Coach Odom not wanting to risk her senior wing player getting another foul.
Jill Anderson goes to the line with 4 points. She's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. As CA is 2 for 2. This is her second trip to the line. Long, no good. Ball comes off CA. Rachel Grimes puts one up, no good. Ball comes off tie ball. This time we're going blue. Kathy Martin and Laura Stevenson comes back into the ball game for the CA girl. 51 seconds left in the half. It's 37-21. Curtis working out front. She's cut off. Finds Davenport. She's cut off. Back to Curtis. Takes a 12-foot jump. In, out, in. No good. Ball comes off the board. Jump ball. Give her to CA.
Well, Bridget Davenport showing some spunk in there. She went there with all the big girls and whipped the rebound out, but was tied up on the ensuing play.
Into the high post of Stevens, back out front. Helen Robinson puts up another three-point effort. It's no good. The ball comes off. Give her a CA. 19.4 seconds, 37-21. Summertown has seemingly a comfortable lead. Left side Robinson, back out on the point to Mary Robinson. She puts up a 10-foot jump. It's no good, and Gina Skinner brings the ball off the board with 4 seconds. Curtis is in that spot. There again, it's 12 points this quarter, all on three-pointers. As the first half comes to an end, Summertown 40, Columbia Academy Bulldogs 21. Community Bank and Trust would like to take this opportunity to let the people of Lawrence County know that we appreciate your business. The Community Bank and Trust offers a complete line of banking services with competitive rates of interest on all money market and certificate of deposit accounts, as well as low interest rates on all type of loans. We invite you, the people of Lawrence County, to visit any of our 3 convenient locations, downtown, North Lawrence, and Lawrenceburg, or the Summertown branch, and discuss any of your financial needs with our friendly personnel. So for personalized service, come see the friendly folks at Community Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
For a scoring rundown in the first half for Columbia Academy, Helen Robinson had 9, Stephanie Robinson 2, Jill Anderson 4, Rachel Grimes 2, Mary Robinson 2, and Wendy Collins had 2. For Summertown, Shelley Curtis leads the way with 14 points. Leanne Corbin had 2 points before departing with an injury. Nessa Bailey has 6 points to go along with 5 rebounds. Marissa Miller has 6 points all in the first quarter. Amy Blackwood had 1 point to go along with 5 assists and 4 steals. Gina Skinner had 9 points to go along with 5 rebounds. And Alicia Benefield has 2 points. No one in serious foul trouble for Summertown.
Danny Green, Chris Frierson about ready to start this third quarter along with the Summertown girls and the Columbia Academy girls. Columbia Academy puts the ball in play. Takes a 15-foot set. It's no good. Miller brings the ball off the board. So the Summertown girls coming on back. Over in the corner, Blackwood, 18-footer, no good. Bailey brings the ball off the board, lays one up and in. Vanessa has 8 points to her credit.
Columbia Academy starting off with their original starting lineup, while Summertown has all theirs in, except for Gina Skinner's in place of Leanne, who departed with an injury.
Stephanie Roberts puts one up. Curtis brings the ball off. She's running 1-on-3, going all the way in. Takes about a 2-foot jump. Shelley has 16. 44-21. Ball picked up by Blackwood. Summertown running. Shelley 2-on-2. She's going all the way again. 18. Jill Anderson working the ball out front for the Columbia Academy girls. Over in the corner for Robinson. Stolen by Bailey on the run. Then left side. 1-on-2. She's stopping. 5-foot jump.
This is the one-on-one show right now, ain't it, Charlie?
That's right. Double figures. All of them coming from the left side. Timeout on the floor. 6:31 remaining third period. Summertown 48. Columbia Academy 21. Columbia Academy puts the ball back in play. Jill Anderson over in the corner to Mary Robinson. Ball goes up, comes off to number 14. Lisa Pilkington done slipped into the ball game on it. One way to get recognized, bring a rebound off the board. Amy Blackwood puts one up, And that's her third point of the ball game. Summertown has 10 straight points. It's 50-21. Over in the low post to Grimes. Fires her back out, and we have a 3-second violation. Rebecca Miller seeing her first action for the Thunder Academy girls. He's played everybody on the roster except one girl, the way I have it. Over to Pilkington, 18-foot set. Give it to Lisa, 1 for 1.
She's an excellent young shooter on this lineup, only a sophomore. Only playing time will tell.
Jill Anderson's fouled by, is it Shelley or Amy? Shelley picks up her second personal foul. That's the first team foul. It's only 7th foul of the night on the Summertown girls. 5:33 remaining third period, 52-21. Over in the corner to Miller. Over to Natalie Porter. That completes the bench for the Columbia Academy girls. Natalie Porter. Jill Anderson bombs a 20-footer. Give her 3. Jill's 7th point on the night, 52-24 with 5:08, third period. Summertown on the low post to Blackwood, and to Bailey. Bailey lays her up and in. 6 points in the quarter. Vanessa makes her 12 for the night.
That assist was Amy Blackwood's 6th also, so she's really passing the ball around, finding these open girls down there.
She's beginning to find herself last 2 or 3 ball games. Rebecca Miller is 1 for 1. Just straight into the ball game, give her 2. The last 2 or 3 games, you can see a remarkable difference in Amy Blackwood's level of play. Gina Skinner, a 5-foot jump. Got in there, didn't know what to do. She just put herself in double figures.
When in doubt, shoot. Great offense.
56-26, halfway through the third period. We have Brandy McMullen and Bridget Davenport checking in for the Summertown girls. Brandy's a point guard.
A young freshman who did a lot of playing time his first year. Gonna have some contact over there. Looks like a blocking foul is gonna be assessed to Jill Anderson. She stepped in front and cut off Lisa Pilkington. Didn't quite get there in time. Referee Frierson with the call.
That's Jill's first personal foul, first team foul on the CA girls. Comes into McMullen. This time we have another dribbling on the line. We got out of that one. Daddy didn't know what to call it, so he called it out of bounds, I think. CA inbounds. Anderson work over on the out to Miller. Miller throws the ball away. Laura Stevens checks back in. We'll give Rachel Grimes a rest. McMullen, Pilkington, low post to Bailey, gets out of her hand, floor mistake. Stolen by Davenport, she's tied up, give her to CA. Bridget double teamed that time and she got the ball and they tied her up.
Might be noted to mention that Summertown has three sophomores on the floor right now and 2 freshmen, a team which we'll see a lot of next year if all of them stay with it.
They're an aggressive team. They don't mind getting in there battling. We have another tie ball. This time it'll go Blues way. 3:36 remaining, third period, 56-26. Jennifer White checks into the ball game for the CA girls, number 35. McMullen working across the 10-second line, working with either hand. Pilkington cut off over to Davenport. Davenport in the lane, and we have an offensive foul on Bridget Davenport. She's trying to make her way, and it didn't make.
He's got away with that move several times, and I was wondering if the refs were ever going to call it on. That time, a little bit obvious out front like that.
Mary Robinson working with the ball over Rebecca White, 18-footer. It's no good. Vanessa Bailey brings the ball off. Strong rebound for the Summertown girls. McMullen working across the 10-second line. Nobody cuts her off, puts up a 14-foot jump. It's in and out, no good. Bailey brings the ball off the board, no good. Skinner brings the ball off the board and lays her up and in. 13 for Gina. 58-26, 2:40 in the third period. Natalie Porter puts one up. Gina Skinner brings her off the board over to McMullen. McMullen really working heads up, bringing that ball across. And she's been sick last couple of ball games. We can use her last couple of ball games. She's been out, not being dressed.
Number 21, Jill Garland, checks into the lineup, replacing Vanessa Bailey for Summertown.
CA works the ball into the high post. Brandy McMullen picks up her first personal foul. And that's team foul number 2, 3. Third team foul. Mary Robinson puts one up. It's no good. Comes off of Pilkington. Summertown 103 over to Davenport. Puts up a 10-foot turnaround jump. No good. McMullen brings her off. No good. CA brings the ball off. Then Bridget Davenport gives them another foul.
Coach Odom really utilizing her bench now, getting a lot of different players in, seeing a lot of playing time. Could be valuable experience later on down the season. It's number 52, Tammy Marshall, a freshman, checks in. Gives Bridget Davenport a rest.
CA working the ball in the front court, over in the corner. Back out front to Martin. Back over to... Who shot that?
Had to be a Robinson.
34. Mary Robinson gets the big 3. I don't know what I was looking at.
Amy Marshall, number 52, dribbles to the lane and picks up her first 2 of the night. Seems like every Coach Odom puts in, they immediately hit their first shot.
Working in the corner, ball is stolen McMullen. It hits the line. Back to CA. 107, 60 to 29. Helen Robinson working out front. Mary Robinson. Over in the corner, Kathy Martin. Ball comes off. Give her to CA. Wendy Collins, 18 feet out, decides against it. Helen Robinson puts one up, iron ball. Who's it off of Gina Skinner. Kind of surprised her coming off so short. Bill Lowe throws the ball in and the low post to Collins has her knocked out. Good play by Jill Garland, tapping the ball out of bounds on the pass under the basket. Columbia Academy under the basket, trying to find somebody. Jenny Stewart outside, cut off by Marshall, intercepted Pilkington, back over to McMullen. Give her back to Red. 40 seconds in the quarter in the low post to Stewart. Jenny Stewart gets her first two of the night. 60-31 with 32 seconds in the third period. Marshall working on the right side. McMullen to Pilkington. Pilkington drives 12 foot. Puts one up. No good. Ball comes off CA. Off of Skinner's foot. 20 seconds. CA bringing the ball up across the 10-second line with 17 seconds in the quarter. Helen Robinson over in the corner throws the ball away. McMullen bringing the ball across 10-second line. 8, 7, 6, high post, back out to Marshall. Marshall puts up a 20-footer, give her 3. Tammy Marshall has 5 quick points in this ball game. 63-31 with 1.6 seconds. And as the third quarter comes to an end, Summertown 63, Columbia Academy 31. Splash Pools and Supplies of Lawrenceburg, located at 332 Robbins Street, behind Kmart. Bypass Pools in Columbia at 1803B Carmack Boulevard, across from AutoZone. Travis and Shirley Roden offer a full line of swimming pool needs. We design, install, and provide a full range of pickup and service for your pool. We have above the ground, in-ground, or fiberglass pools. We invite residential as well as commercial customers. We offer free estimate planning, and we'll test your water. We sell chemicals, supplies, and all pool accessories. We also clean pools. Splash Pools and Bypass Pools are an authorized dealer of backer seal. So for any swimming pool need, call 762-7904 or 381-5101. We're open 6 days a week. Play's about to be in for the fourth quarter. Take her for a few minutes, Eddie.
Columbia Academy gets the ball first. It's number 10. That's a shot goal to shot. That's a Bailey with another rebound. There's it back off to Lisa Benefield, who's checked back into the ball game. She'll be playing the wing. Let's good pass underneath from McMullen to Bailey, who throws the layup. Ball goes out of bounds to Summertown still.
Slight interference, I'm back. McMullen into Garland. Garland puts one up and it's good. Jill records her first two of the night. CA puts one up, number 13, Stephanie Roberts. That is 2. Over on the high post to Garland. Garland has 2 more. 4 quick points for Jill in this fourth quarter. 67-33. Over in the corner to Robinson. Stephanie's heated up. 2 consecutive baskets for her. McMullen bringing the ball across 10-second line. Over on the left side to Marshall. High post to Garland. Right side Benefield puts up an 18-footer. It bounces. No good. Marshall brings the ball off the board twice. And she's fouled.
You know what, this young team we got in here right now is really moving the ball well on offense. They're passing, got the floor spread out good, really looking for the open man.
I spent a lot of time dribbling the ball, and that's the way you beat a zone. Work the ball around real fast.
I believe they're wanting playing time. Marshall's first free throw rolls over and no good.
They're convincing me.
We knew they could play. All they needed to do is be on the floor. Marshall's second shot, she has 6 on the night. About the quickest 6 points you'll find anybody with, about a minute and a half. CA brings the ball across 10-second line. Marshall picks up a holding foul. CA's in the bonus, 68-35 with 6:35 remaining.
Number 24 is Shonda Foster checking in, a freshman for Summertown. That's her first action on the night. Coach Odom working all of her players in, trying to get them all some good experience here while the opportunity presents itself as Summertown leads 68-35 with 6:35 remaining in the fourth and final period.
Hadn't been many foul shots shot in this ball game. Columbia Academy is 2 for 4. And Alicia Benefield cans a 3. That's 5 on the night for her, 71-35. CA puts one up, no good. McMullen brings the ball off the board, running, 2 on 1. Leaves Benefield. We're coming back out on the low post. Bailey puts one up, give her 2 more. 14 points for Vanessa. I guess he's using her for stabilization. Looks like she may be coming out now, though. McMullen strips one out, she's running, lays one up, no good. Ball comes off to CA. Bunch of sure hustling. McMullen tips the ball out.
Boy, she's really played well, Charlie. She's run the ball club from the point position and really dribbling with her head up, looking for the open man.
Rebecca Dial comes in ball game for the first time. CA working across the 10-second line. Into the low post, no good. Bailey brings the ball off over to Benefield. Summertown running. We're going to slow her down. Mandy McMullen over Dial. Dial's cut off. Back to McMullen. Low post Bailey over to Foster. Foster having trouble over to McMullen. Puts up a 12-foot set. It bounces. No good. Bailey tips her out. McMullen picks her up. No good. McMullen again. She's going to drive. Put up a 5-foot jump. Brandy has 2. They don't quit. They keep battling. 75-35. Bailey going all the way. Lays one up. It's good. 16 points for Vanessa. We got to remember she's only a sophomore. She's in here with these young girls. Timeout on the floor. 4:38 remaining. 77-35. D&D Grocery of Center. David and Diane Bailey is your one-stop shopping center. We're open at 5:30 each day. We have a full-line snack bar. We have pizza, old-fashioned hamburgers, and snacks. D&D is your headquarters for hunting and fishing license and equipment. During deer season, D&D is a deer checking station. We also have a full line of plumbing supplies and also pipe fittings, nuts, and bolts. It's D&D Grocery and Center. Stop by and let David and Diane know that you enjoy Summertown High School basketball on Channel 10. Garland's come in for Vanessa Bailey as the last starter to leave the floor with 4.5 minutes to go in the ball game with a 30-some-odd point lead. CA working the ball out front. And we have a foul on Bridget Davenport, her 3rd personal. She's really getting in there trying to get that ball. Rebecca Miller goes to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. This is the 4th trip to the line for the entire team of this CA, so you can tell how the game's been going. No moves to the basket, or no foul. Normally when you get most of your moves to the basket, junior foul. I believe they're at their seasonal point average now after 36.
Now they're averaging 39.
39. Well, they'll probably get their average. What's their defensive average?
59.7.
Well, we already have 77, so a little more. Ball goes over. Back out. Benefield working out front over on the high post to Garland. And Jill is fouled by Wendy Collins. Wendy's 2nd personal foul. That's only the 2nd team foul for the CA girls in this half. Summertown inbound to Foster, working the right side to Dial. Benefield, 20-footer. It's no good. Ball comes off CA. We have a foul on Shonda Foster on the rebound. CA goes to the line to shoot to 1-1. 4:06 remaining in the fourth period. 77-36. Wendy Collins goes to the line for the first time. Shoot to 1-1. Rebound comes out long. CA picks her up. Natalie Porter gets into the scoring column. Alicia Benefield working a point, works 20 feet out. She's cut off. Finds Davenport on the right wing. She drives the middle and she takes steps. Lisa Pilkington, Brandy McMullen, and Jackie Garland back into the ball game for the Summertown girls. CA works the ball up, takes an 18-foot step. Natalie Porter has two in a row. Maybe on a run, 77-40.
All these CA girls seem to possess the ability to shoot the 18 to 15-foot range there. If they can just get open, their problem is just setting up and getting herself open out there.
Back out to Pilkington on the right side, looking for somebody, finds McMullen out 30 feet away, surveying into the high post. Garland in the corner, Pilkington, no good. CA brings the ball off the board, stolen by Jackie Garland, picked up McMullen. Comes back out, Jackie Garland. 20-foot set, it's no good. Ball comes off. Give her the blue. .250 remaining in the fourth period. Looks like Summertown's in the win column again tonight. Lisa Pilkington puts up a 16-foot set. Give her two more. She has 4 on the night.
And the Academy now working the ball around, trying to find a shot. This pesky little Summertown defense is in there right now. They force another traveling violation. It'll be Summertown's ball. 2:30 remaining, 79-40 in favor of Summertown.
McMullen working the ball across the 10-second line, comes down the right side. Find Pilkington. Pilkington looking at somebody. Back to McMullen. Over on the left side of Foster. We have a 3-second violation. They're coming across, but they're not clearing. .217, 79-40. Natalie Porter working across to Stewart. Miller.
Well, we got some quick girls out there right now.
But jumping out of those passing lanes, trying to deny those passes and getting their hands on a lot of balls, just not able to come up with it thus far.
Ashley Martin puts one up. It's no good. Cleared away by Jill Garland over Lisa Pilkington. Randy McMullen over on the high post. Ball gets away, picked up a CA. They're running. Stolen by Jackie Garland. Picked back up, and we have a foul on Brandy McMullen. First, second. 1:28 remaining, 79-40. Tammy Marshall checks back in. Gonna give Lisa Pilkington a little breather. Lisa's had a fine ball game with 4 points. Rebecca Miller at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. First one's up. Nothing but net. 4 points for Rebecca. Make it 5. McMullen working across the 10-second line. Come over left side to Garland. Garland puts up 18-foot jump. It's no good. Ball scramble for. Picked up by CA. Summertown still full court pressing. Driving down the middle, Jenny Stewart records her third and fourth point. 55 seconds, 79 to 44. Ball in on the high post, back over to Garland. Garland puts one in. Jackie gets in the scoring column for 2. Baden McMullen picks up her third personal foul. We kick a dial back into the ball game for the Summertown girls. 81 to 44. Natalie Porter goes to the line to shoot the 1-1. Natalie has 4 points for the CA girls. Make it 5. There's 6 of 8 from the free throw line. 6 of 10 make that. 7 of 11. 81-46 with 40 seconds. McMullen working the right side, left corner Marshall, back to McMullen, takes a 20-foot. It's long. Ball comes off to Jill Garland, back over to Dial, puts one up. It's no good. Hustling for the rebound. CA brings her out. And Jill Garland picks up a personal foul, number 1. 21 seconds. Rebecca Miller at the line once again. Rebecca's 3 for 4 in this quarter from the line. Bounces, no good. Ball comes off Summertown. Jill Garland brings her down over to McMullen. Brandy working the right side. Over on the high post to Garland. 8 seconds. Back to Marshall. Marshall puts up a 20-footer. No good. Ball comes off. Who we're going to give it to with 4 seconds. Give it a blue. McMullen into Garland. Garland puts one up. And as the ball game comes to an end, Summertown 81, Columbia Academy 46.
Scoring rundown in tonight's ball game. First for Columbia Academy, Helen Robinson had 9 points. Rebecca Miller 5 points. Stephanie Robinson 6. Jill Anderson 7. Jenny Stewart 4. Rachel Grimes 2. Mary Robinson 5. Natalie Porter 6, and Wendy Collins with 2. For Summertown on the night, Leanne Corbin had 2 points. Shelley Curtis with 18 points. Vanessa Bailey with 16 points to go along with 10 rebounds. Marissa Miller 6 points. Amy Blackwood had 3 points to go along with 6 assists and 5 steals. Gina Skinner has 13 points to go along with 7 rebounds. Alicia Benefield had 5 points. Tammy Marshall 6 points. Lisa Pilkington 4. Brandy McMullen 2. Jill Garland 2. And Jackie Garland 2 to round out the scoring for Summertown. Tonight we're joined in the post-game interview show with Coach Anita Odom, the head coach of Summertown girls. And Coach, you had another victory out here tonight.
I sure did. A very good one at that.
Were you surprised that Columbia Academy came out and played you man-to-man?
No, not really, because they played us some man-to-man up there when we were up there, and they're not a team to take for granted because they hustle. They're pretty fast.
They seem to have made a lot of improvements since we played them up there before. I noticed you came out and tried to play them man-to-man, then went to a key timeout in which you switched to a zone defense, and that seemed to be the turning point of the ball game.
Yes, it seems like a lot of times my girls have a little bit of trouble when we settle down to play a zone after we've been in man. That helps them settle down a little bit. They get to pass the ball around a little bit fast and get a little careless when we play man. So sometimes the zone works better for us.
I know several of the fans, as well as myself and others, are interested in Leanne Corbin. She went down early in the first quarter. Looked like she might have hurt her ankle again. Is that what happened? Bring us up to speed on that.
Well, I haven't heard from her since she left, but she did say her ankle popped and she thought it was broken, but I'm not sure. I'll have to find out tonight, but I know she was in a lot of pain.
You had an opportunity tonight to play several different girls. In fact, you played everyone on your bench tonight. Did you see, how were you pleased with their performance?
Very much. I've got some girls coming up in 9th and 10th grade that are very good ball handlers and good hustlers, and that means a lot to years to come. And I was very proud to be able to do that. It's not a lot of games that you can use everybody on the bench, but when I get a chance to, I sure like to.
Did you see any bright spots in that we might be able to see some of these girls in other more pressure-packed games?
Probably from the rest of the year on. We've got 2 more pretty tough games with Waynesboro and then again with Spring Hill. But pretty much from now on, our year should be a little easier than it has been in the past.
You play Hampshire in your next ball game here in Summertown. Do you know anything about them, or what have you got in store for us?
Well, they're a pretty young team. We scrimmaged them this year at the first of the season, and they have only a few girls to work with, and so they're struggling. So we should be able to take them pretty easily, I hope.
Well, congratulations on the victory tonight, and we thank you for stopping by and joining us again.